Unfortunately, when we think about like the language we use around soil, it's often kind of derogatory, like it's dirt. We treat it like dirt. So there is kind of a reframe that I think is really important, where we imagine that soil is actually something that is this kind of precious substance that is responsible for basically all life on Earth. I'm Brooke Hayes. I'm a PhD candidate, and I'm working on the relationship between soil health and farmer health. We all depend on soil, and we all depend on farmers, and their health is our health. 97% of our food comes from soil. 97%. We should think about the people who are working with those soils and make sure that they're also healthy as they're producing this food for us. One of the greatest threats to our soils is soil erosion. And it's so bad that the United Nations has recently come out with a report that says that we actually only have 60 harvests left until there's nothing left to plant into. That's a combination of factors, including erosion and salination, so salts. And the salts are actually as a result of the chemical application of fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and irrigation that's putting dissolved salts into the soil. And those two things are mostly human-caused, and they're things that I feel like are really important drivers for why we need to be thinking about changing the way we're doing things right now. Receiving donor support really helped me in many ways, and it felt really incredible to have the work I was doing seen and supported by someone that I'd never met. I lead the EcoSoil Lab, and our role is to take a look at how different production systems change how soil health manifests, and how those changes in practices in soil health change the food that we grow, and how it tastes and how people experience it. One of the things that we're doing is working directly with farmers to understand the health of their soil. The second component is looking at how can we work with biology to help sort of elevate their practices and maybe move away from practices like fertilizer or pesticides and things like that. The third part is to take a look at the products that they're growing and see whether or not they taste different. Does a product that's grown with biology taste like the place? Can we tell a difference? Is there a difference when we use biology versus a fertilizer? I would say the work I'm doing is inherently hopeful. It is a really incredible thing to wake up every day and know that what I'm doing is tackling so many problems at once. It's really encouraging. I think in a world of bad news, it's nice to have something good to say.